Hey everybody, hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend. So I was trying to think about how I was going to do this week. If you noticed last week there was a lot of pictures of this and it doesn't change much. So it's kind of like, I don't know, did we have success or did we fail? But I want to talk about failure. What is failure? How do you make failure happen? So we'll get there in a second, but so I decided anyways not to show you guys a bunch of pictures of this stuff that just doesn't seem to be doing anything. But that's okay. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you some of the successes that I have had, or I'm not even sure I can call it a success at this point yet, because we're still letting it grow and seeing where it is, So I guess success and failure is kind of like what you think about. So here's one of those lima beans. This is one that I planted a while ago in my stuff before I started this. There's another one that's a little bit smaller, as you can see there. They're okay, but I think that they're not super happy. But here are a couple cucumber plants. They're kind of yellowing. This, again, don't look super happy, so I'm not doing something exactly correct, but that's okay. We're going to keep working on it. We're going to keep trying to figure it out. And that's where we talk about failure, right? What is failure? I think for me, how you make failure happen is your willingness to give up. So back here is our lettuce. Remember, this is the lettuce that we planted from taking stuff from the grocery store, cut the ends and just plant it in. Pretty good. Again, it doesn't look super happy. Feels moist, not moist, but feels like it's got water and stuff, so I'm not really sure. As you can see, there's some stuff around it that are gonna weed. That's something else we gotta kind of talk about, is weeding. Look at that, keep pulling slowly, trying to get all the roots up that I can. There we go. I'm not gonna throw this back on the ground in the garden, because then it's gonna re-root, but I will find a place where I throw some of the stuff in. I'll show you guys here what I've done. Pick up some more of this stuff. So I try to get down there and get the roots up if I can. Try to leave as much dirt behind. Let's all this crap out of here. We don't need this stuff in here. Because why don't we want stuff like this in here? It's competing for the stuff that we want to grow. So the roots are down there, it's competing for water, it's competing for nutrients. If it gets taller, then it'll start to compete for the sunlight as well. So we want to move it all. Throw that over here. So here is where I may have some success. As you look, I planted some radish seeds. Let me see if I can switch here. It's a little hard to see. Right there. I think those are all radishes starting to come up and get ready. Notice how the leaves, if you really look at them, they look like they kind of might have come from inside a seed. That's how they kind of opened. I'm not positive if it is or not, but they're growing in this little row that I had made here. So that is a weed now, I'm positive. Again, pull it slowly. See the ground moving over there, if you can. Moving the stick. Come on. Oh, almost had it. Pull that root up. There we go, look at that root, look at that. It's reaching out. So you got like the main root, which I think is a lot of times called taproot. Sorry about that. We got a taproot with little side shoots starting to come off. So it's going to start to make almost, I don't want to say web. Here's some old roots. Look at all those roots there. Those were all dug up early so that I can put the stuff down. So back to failure. If I only do this and I don't continue to keep trying, I have failed myself. This didn't fail me. I failed. If I do this and I learn from it, I try other things, I continue to learn. I consider that a success, even though absolutely nothing may grow from that. I don't have to have production from that to call it a success. Over here, we've got some more things that I started. These are more of those limas. I was gonna transplant them in, but I'm really still trying to figure it out. Some of those pepper plants. Oh, here we go. This here is solely from a seed from a Hannaford pepper. I don't remember what color it was. I planted this a while ago, before I planted any of this other stuff. And I kept it in a windowsill, kept it lightly watered, like so. There's that, and there's more of them there. So I'm gonna work on kind of transplanting all this stuff, but I'm not gonna take our time with this. I was feeling frustrated when nothing came up, so I figured we're the lemon farmer, that we would take a Lemon Boy hybrid tomato to finish off our little videos. So our Lemon Boy tomato, and we're going to transplant it. I want to make sure I do this so you guys can kind of see this here. I'm just going to take my hand, it's kind of loose, get rid of this extra junk in here that I don't want. Again, I don't need any competition. I can weed it right now because I know there's nothing planted that I want. All right, pull that one out. I'm going to dig up. It's a little sandy. It's nice and moist though. Alright, let that fit in right there. Put my fingers, I'm going to push from the bottom a little bit. Pull that out. I'm going to push again. It's kind of popping up a little bit. Try to push it from the bottom. I don't want to yank it from the top until I know it's loose. Never want to yank it from the top, but I don't want to pull it from the top until I know it's loose and it's going to come out. There we go. We got all those roots and stuff. Some people say to break them up a little bit. It's a little dry down here. I'm just going to drop it in. Fill it all back in with soil. Like that. Put some of this new stuff back on top. Maybe even mount it just a little bit. Gentle pack. Not a lot. Like I'm just gently packing it. All right. I'm going to put a little tag here. I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to look at it from that side. And one last thing I want to do is I'm going to put this on right now. It's what we call a tomato cage. You want this on so that when your tomato grows, well, you'll see already because it's already big enough that I can kind of lift stuff up. When those tomatoes start getting heavy, I'm going to start resting on here, and this will help kind of hold it in place. I want to do it now before my roots start to grow, so I'm not messing up any roots that might happen to be in there. So that's our Lemon Boy tomato. I think we're going to wrap it up by planting the Lemon Boy tomato. We'll let it be like that. I hope you all have a wonderful summer.